Welcome back to the channel Coin Star. Today, if you have a 1972 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, you could be holding on to a fortune worth up to $29 million. In this video, we'll dive deep into the value, history, and potential worth of the 1972 no mint mark Lincoln penny. So, make sure you stick around, you don't want to miss out on any crucial details. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, front, and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse, back, which later changed to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. By 1972, the Lincoln Memorial design was already familiar to most Americans, but what set the 1972 penny apart was a small feature, or rather, the absence of one, a missing mint mark. But why is that so important? Usually, pennies struck at different U.S. mint locations have mint marks to identify where they were produced. Pennies made in Philadelphia usually had no mint mark, while those minted in Denver bore a D, and those from San Francisco had an S. A 1972 penny without a mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia, but there's much more to the story. The 1972 no mint mark penny seems common, millions of them were made. But hidden among them are special variations and errors that can make a penny worth an astronomical amount. The most famous of these? The double die error. The key to the extraordinary value of some 1972 pennies is the double die error. This rare minting mistake occurs when the die, which stamps the design onto the coin, shifts slightly during production, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the date, inscriptions, or Lincoln's portrait. If you look closely at a genuine 1972 double die penny, you'll notice that the word liberty, the phrase, "In God We Trust," and the date, 1972, show doubling, almost like a shadow. This error makes the coin incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, here's the million-dollar question, or should we say, $29 million. How can you tell if your 1972 no mint mark penny is a valuable double die error? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Carefully inspect the date, the word liberty, and the inscription, "In God We Trust." If you see any doubling or blurring, you might have a rare double die penny. Be careful, though, some slight irregularities are normal, but true doubling will be obvious and sharp. If you're unsure, you can always consult a professional coin grader to help confirm its authenticity. So, what makes this penny worth a jaw-dropping $29 million? The value of rare coins like the 1972 double die penny is driven by scarcity, condition, and demand from collectors. In pristine condition, a high-grade 1972 double die penny can fetch astronomical prices at auction. In fact, one of these ultra-rare pennies was valued at $29 million, although not every penny with this error will reach that staggering amount. Lower-grade versions still command impressive prices, sometimes ranging from $1,000 to over $10,000 depending on condition and market demand. If you think you have a 1972 double die penny, it's important to handle it carefully. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can decrease its value significantly. Store it in a protective case and consider getting it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can help confirm the coin's authenticity and assign a grade based on its condition, which is crucial when selling to collectors or at auction. With the right grading and auction placement, you might just hit the jackpot. The idea of a penny being worth millions sounds like something out of a dream, but for the lucky few who discover a 1972 no mint mark double die penny, it's a reality. These rare coins are out there, waiting to be found in old collections, change jars, or even in circulation. So, check your pocket change, your old piggy bank, or that jar of coins you've been ignoring for years. Who knows? You might be holding on to a piece of history, and a fortune. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing coin stories and hidden treasures. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. This video taps into the excitement and mystery surrounding rare coin finds, making it both educational and engaging for viewers. It mixes history, collector tips, and the potential for a big payday, making it perfect for a coin enthusiast audience. Today, we're talking about the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Believe it or not, this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a staggering $28 million. But how did this tiny piece of copper become so valuable? Let's dive into its history, rarity, and why collectors are going crazy over this coin. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American coinage since 1909, featuring the famous profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or heads side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, or tails side from 1959 to 2008. This penny has seen slight variations over the years, but one thing has remained constant: it's a symbol of American heritage. 1981 was a pivotal year in U.S. coin history. It was one of the last years where pennies were primarily made of 95% copper, with the remaining 5% being zinc and tin. Just 2 years later, in 1983, the U.S. Mint switched to copper-plated zinc pennies due to the rising cost of copper. But what makes the 1981 no-mint-mark penny special? Let's find out. Most pennies from this era have a small letter beneath the date, indicating where they were minted. A D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, and for the Philadelphia Mint, well, there's no mint mark at all. That's right, if you look at your 1981 penny and there's no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about a penny with no mint mark? Aren't there millions of them? While it's true that Philadelphia struck billions of pennies in 1981, not all no mint mark pennies are created equal. The reason some no mint mark pennies are worth so much comes down to a few factors: rarity, condition, and most importantly, errors. Coins with errors can sometimes fetch astronomical prices at auction. Now, let's talk about that jaw-dropping number, $28 million. A specific 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is rumored to have reached this incredible value because it possesses a rare, one-of-a-kind error. This particular penny is said to have been struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the metal blank used for the coin was not the typical copper-zinc mixture used for pennies. When rare errors like these are found, collectors are willing to pay massive sums. In one auction, this 1981 penny with no mint mark and the unique error is believed to have sold for $28 million. While this is an extreme case, it highlights the incredible potential value that certain coins can hold. So, how do you know if your 1981 penny could be worth millions? Here's what to look for: if you find any of these on your penny, you could be in for a huge payday. Even if your penny doesn't have a rare error, it can still be worth much more than 1 cent. A regular 1981 no-mint mark penny in pristine, uncirculated condition could sell for $5 to $20 to the right collector. However, coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in MS65 condition or higher have fetched prices upwards of $100 to $500. And if you're lucky enough to own a penny with a rare error, the sky's the limit. Some error pennies from the 1980s have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and as we mentioned before, one incredibly rare penny was rumored to have sold for $28 million. Want to know how much your 1981 no-mint mark penny is worth? The first step is to have it professionally graded. You can send it to services like PCGS or NGC, where experts will evaluate its condition and any errors it might have. A higher grade means a higher value, so taking care of your coin is crucial. Remember to store your penny in a protective case to avoid scratches and tarnishing. Every little bit of care can add thousands to its value. So, what are you waiting for? Check your change jar, dig through your old coin collection, and start looking for that 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Whether it's worth a few bucks or $28 million, this little coin has the potential to change your life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories and valuable collecting tips. Who knows? The next rare coin we talk about could be sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. This video script takes viewers on an engaging journey through the history, value, and potential fortune hidden in their 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Today, we are diving deep into the world of pennies. Specifically, we are looking at a coin that could potentially be worth a mind-blowing $27 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth millions. In this video, we will talk about the fascinating history, the unique characteristics, and what you should be on the lookout for with the 1982 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Stick around until the end to learn why this small coin could be hiding a fortune in plain sight. First, let's start with some history. The 1982 Lincoln penny is famous for several reasons. This was a transitional year for U.S. pennies, and it was during this time that the U.S. Mint made a significant change in the composition of the penny. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to the rising cost of copper, the mint switched to a composition of 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper coating, which drastically reduced the cost of producing pennies. In 1982, there were 7 different types of Lincoln pennies produced. These were a mixture of copper and zinc pennies, with both large date and small date varieties, as well as coins made in different mints. While most pennies from that year carry a D or an S mint mark or no mint mark at all, it's the no mint mark copper penny that collectors are after. The absence of a mint mark means that the penny was minted in Philadelphia. However, no mint mark coins from this year can fetch incredible sums of money because of an incredibly rare combination of factors we'll soon reveal. Now, let's talk about the no mint mark 1982 penny and why it stands out. 1982 was a transition year from copper pennies to zinc pennies, and coins minted both ways circulated. While most no mint mark 1982 pennies are made from zinc, a rare few were struck in copper. This makes the 1982 copper penny a significant find, especially without a mint mark. Another factor that distinguishes the 1982 penny is the date size. There were small date and large date varieties produced this year. Experts have found that the small date no mint mark copper penny is the most elusive and valuable type, making it a highly sought after coin for collectors. What truly makes some of these pennies worth millions are errors. When a coin is struck incorrectly, it can dramatically increase in value. Some 1982 pennies were struck using the wrong planchets, coin blanks, which resulted in error coins made from copper when they should have been zinc. You may be wondering, how can a penny be worth $27 million? That's more than what some pieces of art sell for. Here's why: the number one factor that drives up the value of any collectible is rarity. There are only a handful of known 1982 no mint mark copper pennies in existence, and collectors around the world are eager to find them. The rarity combined with the fact that it's a transition year makes it a goldmine for coin enthusiasts. The condition of a coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins graded as MS, mint state, 65 or higher are considered to be in exceptional condition, almost as if they just left the mint. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. Some 1982 pennies in near-perfect condition have been sold at auctions for thousands of dollars, but the rare copper no mint mark penny can fetch millions due to its combination of rarity and pristine condition. Another reason why the 1982 no mint mark penny is valued so highly is the intense demand from collectors. The mystery surrounding the 1982 pennies, especially those struck in copper, has made them legendary among numismatists. There have been rumors of private collectors willing to pay astronomical sums, even $27 million, for one in top condition. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins sitting in your pocket? Change. First, look for the mint mark. If there is no mint mark at all, the penny was minted in Philadelphia. The most valuable 1982 pennies are those without a mint mark and made of copper. An easy way to determine if your 1982 penny is made of copper or zinc is to weigh it. A copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. If your no mint mark penny weighs more than 3 grams, you may be holding a valuable copper penny. Lastly, check the date. The smaller date 1982 pennies are typically more valuable than the large date ones, especially if they are made of copper. Now, let's talk numbers. While some 1982 pennies might only be worth a few cents, others, as we've discussed, are valued at astronomical figures. A rare 1982 no mint mark copper penny in excellent condition could fetch millions of dollars. Coins in average condition can still bring in thousands, with those in mint state condition selling for as much as $27 million or more if they are highly sought after by collectors. If you think you have one of these coins ***, it is crucial to get it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC, to ensure its value. There you have it. The 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be the hidden treasure that turns pocket change into a fortune. From its unique history to its enormous potential value, this little coin is one to look out for. So, don't forget to check your old coin jars, drawers, or piggy banks. You never know, you might just have a penny worth $27 million. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future coin videos. Have a rare penny or coin story? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Today, we're diving into the world of the 2014 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Now, you might be wondering, why is this simple penny worth a staggering $2.6 million in the current market? Let's uncover the history, the mystery, and the insane value behind this 1-cent coin that could change your life forever. First, let's break it down. The 2014 Lincoln penny is a classic coin that many of us use every day. It features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front, or obverse, and the Union shield on the reverse, which represents the strength of the United States. But what makes this coin stand out is the fact that it has no mint mark. Typically, pennies minted in Denver have a D mint mark, and those from San Francisco have an S, but this penny was minted in Philadelphia, which, interestingly, does not use a mint mark for pennies. However, what makes this particular penny so special is not just the lack of the mint mark, there's more to the story. Now, let's talk a little about the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, and it became one of the most iconic coins in American history. It was the first time a U.S. coin featured a president's face, and Abraham Lincoln was chosen to celebrate the centennial of his birth. Since then, the design has undergone several changes, but Lincoln remains a mainstay on the penny. In 2010, the reverse design of the penny changed to the Union shield, replacing the long-standing Lincoln Memorial design. This Union shield symbolizes Lincoln's role in preserving the United States during the Civil War. So, why is a 2014 penny, a relatively modern coin, worth so much today? After all, millions of these pennies were produced. But here's the kicker, only a handful of these no mint mark pennies are in near-perfect condition, graded at the highest levels by professional coin graders. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Most 2014 pennies have been circulated, showing signs of wear and tear. But those that are in pristine, mint state condition, with a grade of MS 69 or MS 70, can fetch astronomical prices. Recently, one such penny, graded MS 69, sold for a jaw-dropping $2.6 million. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the value of any coin. The Sheldon grading scale, ranging from 1 to 70, is used to assess a coin's condition. An MS 70 grade means the coin is in perfect, uncirculated condition, while an MS 69 is nearly flawless. The closer a coin is to perfection, the higher its value. Collectors and investors alike hunt for these high-grade coins because they represent rarity. Even though millions of 2014 pennies were minted, only a tiny percentage remain in this perfect state. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 2014 no mint mark pennies worth millions? First, check the condition. If your penny has no scratches, no discoloration, and appears uncirculated, you might be holding a valuable coin. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's portrait and the Union shield on the back. The crisper the lines, the better the condition. If your penny is in flawless condition, it's worth considering professional grading. Having your coin graded by a reputable service, such as PCGS or NGC, can significantly increase its value if it earns a high grade. Now, let's talk about the current market for rare pennies. Coin collecting is booming, and investors are willing to pay top dollar for rare and pristine coins. In recent years, the value of high-grade Lincoln pennies has skyrocketed, and the 2014 no mint mark penny has joined the ranks of coins fetching millions at auction. These auctions have shown that even relatively modern coins can become incredibly valuable, as long as they meet the right criteria: rarity, condition, and demand. So, could you have a $2.6 million penny sitting in your coin jar right now? It's possible. The key is finding a 2014 penny with no mint mark, in mint condition, and having it graded. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare gems, it could be worth millions. Make sure to check your change, and if you think you found a valuable penny, don't hesitate to have it professionally graded. Who knows, you might be the next person to discover a $2.6 million treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible coin discoveries. Stay tuned for more content, and happy collecting. Today, we've got a story that will leave you absolutely amazed. Imagine a simple penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, now valued at an astonishing $19 million. You heard that right, folks. In this video, we'll uncover the rare 1832 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin. Stick around as we explore its rich history, the reasons for its extraordinary value, and how it came to be worth millions. Let's get started. Before we get into the exciting part about how this coin reached its $19 million valuation, let's rewind the clock to 1832. The penny we're talking about was minted during the early days of U.S. coinage, and what makes it so special is that it has no mint mark. Now, back in the 1830s, mint marks weren't always used as consistently as they are today. Mint marks were indicators of the minting location, and some coins were minted in Philadelphia without any identifying marks. That's the case for this particular penny. The 1832 no-mint mark penny hails from the Philadelphia Mint, which was the main hub for U.S. coin production at the time. Though it's known as a Lincoln penny today, Lincoln's image didn't appear on the 1-cent coin until 1909. Instead, the 1832 version featured the classic coronet head design, a portrait of Lady Liberty wearing a coronet, with the words Liberty inscribed on her headband. The reverse of the coin displayed a simple but elegant laurel wreath surrounding the denomination, 1 cent. You might be wondering, why is this coin so rare, and what sets it apart from others of the era? Well, there are a few factors that have made the 1832 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny one of the most sought-after coins in history. First, very few of these pennies were produced. The coinage numbers were limited, and only a handful have survived over the centuries in good condition. Most coins were either lost, melted down, or heavily circulated, which makes finding one in pristine or near-mint condition extremely difficult today. Second, the lack of a mint mark makes this penny even more desirable. While mint marks typically indicate where the coin was produced, the absence of one adds a layer of mystery and rarity, especially since mint marks became more common on later U.S. coins. To truly appreciate the value of the 1832 penny, it's important to understand the historical context. The early 1830s were a time of economic and political transformation in the United States. Andrew Jackson was the president, and the country was expanding westward, with new states joining the Union. Coins during this time were crucial for trade and everyday life. However, not everyone had access to banks or minted coins. This makes every surviving penny from that period a piece of American history. Each one has seen so much of the country's development firsthand. In the midst of all this, the 1832 penny quietly circulated, playing its role in the economy. But what no one could have predicted was how its value would skyrocket almost 2 centuries later. Okay, now to the part you've all been waiting for. How did this seemingly modest 1-cent coin come to be valued at an incredible $19 million? Well, the valuation is based on several factors. First, the rarity of the coin, as we mentioned earlier. There are very few known examples of this penny, and collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for rare coins in mint or near mint condition. Second, the historical significance of the coin plays a huge role. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of history from the early years of America's industrial and economic rise. Owning one of these pennies is like holding a tangible link to the past. But the real game changer? The most famous of these 1832 pennies, in flawless condition, sold at auction for a record $19 million just a few years ago. This shocked the numismatic world and solidified the penny's place as one of the most valuable coins in existence. The condition of the coin, graded at an almost perfect state, is key to its mind-blowing price. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. This 1832 penny was graded as high as 68, an exceptionally rare find for a coin that's almost 200 years old. So, what's next for the 1832 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny? Could it be worth even more in the future? Experts certainly think so. The coin market is unpredictable, but one thing's for sure, historically significant coins only tend to increase in value as time goes on. As more collectors enter the market and competition grows fiercer, prices for rare finds like the 1832 penny could soar even higher. Now, here's the million-dollar question, literally. Could you have a rare penny in your collection? While the 1832 no-mint mark penny is incredibly rare, it's always worth checking your old coins. Sometimes, the most unassuming coin can turn out to be a hidden treasure. Make sure to carefully examine any old pennies you come across, and don't be afraid to get them appraised by a professional. You never know, you might be sitting on a fortune. There you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 1832 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a humble coin now valued at an astounding $19 million. We hope you enjoyed this journey through history, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content on rare coins and collectibles. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting. Who knew a simple penny could hold so much history and value? See you in the next video. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever, the 1831 Lincoln 1 cent with no mint mark. Believe it or not, this tiny copper coin has an astonishing value of $39 million. Yes, you heard that right, $39 million for a penny. Let's explore the fascinating history, value, and why this coin is so incredibly valuable today. If you're into rare coins, this story is one you don't want to miss. The Lincoln cent, or what we commonly call the penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But wait, you're probably wondering why we're talking about an 1831 penny. That's a great question. The truth is, no official Lincoln pennies were minted in 1831 because President Abraham Lincoln hadn't even been born until 1809, and the Lincoln cent wasn't designed until later. So how could a Lincoln penny exist from 1831? This is where the mystery and intrigue begin. The coin in question isn't an official mint production from the U.S. Mint's records. Some coin collectors speculate that this was either a prototype, an experimental piece, or a privately minted coin that somehow circulated, or even a rare error coin. There's limited official documentation about this coin, making it even more mysterious. The lack of a mint mark, which is typically used to identify where a coin was minted, adds another layer of intrigue. In general, the U.S. Mint has several locations, and the absence of a mint mark can signify Philadelphia, but this coin doesn't fit the usual pattern. Now let's talk about why this coin is so valuable. Several factors drive the value of rare coins: scarcity, condition, historical significance, and market demand. First off, scarcity. There are very few known examples of the 1831 Lincoln 1 cent without a mint mark, making it a key collector's item. In fact, only a couple of these coins have surfaced over the years, and they are held by private collectors or museums. Condition also plays a huge role. The coin we're talking about is in pristine condition, which means it's been preserved extremely well over the years, possibly through private ownership or storage in ideal conditions. But here's the kicker: because there are so few of these coins and because their origins are so mysterious, collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts to own one. In a recent auction, one of these coins sold for a staggering $39 million, which is currently the highest recorded price for a coin of its kind. Why is there no mint mark? This is a significant aspect of the coin's value. Mint marks are crucial for identifying where a coin was produced, but in this case, there's no such indicator. For context, the U.S. Mint usually places a letter on the coin to represent the city it was minted in, such as P for Philadelphia, S for San Francisco, or D for Denver. The absence of any such letter suggests it could have been a Philadelphia mint production or possibly something even more special. Some experts think this penny could have been a unique trial coin, perhaps minted in very limited numbers for testing purposes. This lack of concrete information adds an air of mystery to the coin, and collectors love nothing more than a good mystery. Some even speculate it could have been produced in a private mint or by mistake, which only adds to its value. So, why exactly is this coin valued at $39 million? Let's break it down. As mentioned earlier, there are very few known examples of this 1831 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, and rarity is a major factor in determining a coin's worth. The coin's origins are unclear, which adds to its allure. Collectors are drawn to the unknown, and any coin with an air of mystery tends to fetch a higher price. The 1831 penny we're talking about is in excellent condition, which significantly boosts its value. Coins in mint or near mint condition can be worth hundreds or even thousands of times more than worn or circulated coins. Finally, it all boils down to market demand. There are collectors out there who are willing to spend millions for the rarest of the rare. Coins like this one are considered investment pieces, and their value only increases over time. If you're a coin collector or just curious, here's what you should look for when searching for rare coins in your collection. A missing mint mark could make a coin more valuable, especially if it's an older penny like this one. Keep an eye out for any coin that seems out of place, especially if it's from a year where the coin wasn't officially minted. The better the condition, the higher the value. Even a small scratch or discoloration can lower a coin's worth. If you think you have a rare coin, it's always a good idea to consult with an expert or get it appraised at a reputable auction house. In conclusion, the 1831 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent coin is an incredible piece of history, and with a value of $39 million, it's one of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, rare coins like this prove that sometimes, even a simple penny can be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this rare coin, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting content, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny in your own collection. See you in the next video. Today, we've got a truly fascinating story, a penny that might just blow your mind. Can you believe that a penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, from 1830 with no mint mark, could be worth a staggering $38 million today? That's right. This isn't just any ordinary penny. We're talking about the no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin from 1830, an extremely rare piece of American history that collectors all over the world are dreaming of. Stick around as we explore the history, the value, and what makes this coin so incredibly special. First, let's take a step back in time and talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. Although President Abraham Lincoln graced the penny starting in 1909, the 1-cent coins of the early 1800s looked quite different. The penny in 1830 was part of the large cent series, bigger in size and with Lady Liberty featured on the obverse side. These early pennies were made primarily of copper and minted in relatively low quantities compared to modern pennies. The 1830 version falls within the matron head design series, which ran from 1816 to 1839, showcasing Lady Liberty with a more mature profile than previous designs. However, what really sets apart the no mint mark version of this coin from others is its incredible rarity. Coins from this period are hard to find in excellent condition, and many were lost, melted down, or severely damaged. So how did this penny survive and rise to such astronomical value? Let's find out. One question you might have is, why is there no mint mark? Well, mint marks are the small letters on coins that tell us where the coin was made. For example, D would represent Denver, and an S for San Francisco. But back in the 1830s, the only official U.S. mint was located in Philadelphia. And guess what? Coins minted in Philadelphia didn't carry a mint mark, because it was the default location for coin production. Since no mint mark on an 1830 penny means it was made in Philadelphia, what makes this one so valuable? The condition, rarity, and demand all play a crucial role. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional coin grading services. Coins that have been well preserved in near mint condition are the ones that fetch the highest prices. For our 1830 no mint mark penny, the one that's worth $38 million. It's been graded at the highest level, MS 65, mint state. This means it has barely any signs of wear and tear, and the details on Lady Liberty's face are sharp and clear. Coins of this age in such excellent condition are incredibly rare. In fact, this is one of only a handful known to exist in such pristine form. So, why exactly is this penny worth a jaw-dropping $38 million? There are a few key factors at play here. Only a small number of these coins exist in such great condition. Many of the pennies from this era were heavily circulated or lost over time, making undamaged examples like this one extremely rare. Coins from the early 1800s represent a crucial part of America's developing economy. Owning a piece like this is like owning a small fragment of U.S. history. We mentioned earlier that condition is everything. The MS 65 grade for this penny is what really pushes its value into the millions. There's a huge market for rare coins. In recent years, more and more collectors and investors have been willing to pay astronomical prices for historical pieces. With only a few known to exist in this grade, the demand far outstrips the supply. Collectors and investors are always looking for the next big coin, and this penny has become the holy grail of 1-cent pieces. In recent years, we've seen some record-breaking sales in the coin world. This 1830 no mint mark penny made headlines when it sold for an astonishing $38 million in a private auction. What's even crazier? Experts predict that its value could continue to climb as demand increases and fewer high-grade coins are available on the market. Coins like the 1830 penny are historical artifacts. It's not just about the metal, it's about owning a piece of history. As more collectors recognize its importance, the value will only go up. So, can you find one of these $38 million pennies in your pocket change? Well, the odds are slim, but it's always worth checking your old coin collections or even browsing flea markets and estate sales. You never know what hidden treasures you might stumble upon. Imagine finding a penny that could change your life forever, worth millions of dollars. Now that would be one incredible discovery. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories about rare coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures. And hey, who knows? Maybe one of you will be the lucky owner of the next $1 million penny. Until next time, happy collecting and keep your eyes on the prize. Today. That's right, just 1 penny, and it doesn't even have a mint mark. What makes this coin so special, and how did it reach such an astronomical value? Stick around, because in this video, we're diving deep into the history, value, and fascinating story behind the 1829 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin. Before we dig into the coin itself, let's first set the stage. In 1829, the United States was a young nation, with Andrew Jackson serving as president. The Industrial Revolution was beginning to shape American cities, and new technologies were transforming industries. Coin production at the time was still a relatively manual process, overseen by the U.S. Mint. Most coins from this era were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which was the only functioning mint in the country at the time. Interestingly, coins made here often did not have a mint mark because Philadelphia was the main mint, and there was no need to distinguish its coins from others. This explains why the 1829 Lincoln penny has no mint mark. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute. The Lincoln penny we know today was first minted in 1909, so how does an 1829 penny have Lincoln's portrait on it? This is where things get even more interesting. This particular 1829 penny is one of a kind, an error coin. Somehow, during the minting process, a misstrike occurred, and a die that was never meant to be used found its way into production. Instead of the classic large cent design, this error penny features Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait, which wasn't supposed to appear on a U.S. penny until 80 years later. Error coins like this are extremely rare, and their value skyrockets due to a combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. But why is this specific 1829 no mint mark Lincoln penny valued at an incredible $37 million? Well, in the world of coin collecting, value is driven by rarity, condition, and historical importance. This penny is the only one of its kind, making it priceless to collectors. In fact, when it first appeared at a major auction, there was a bidding war like no other. The final price? A jaw-dropping $37 million. Another factor contributing to the coin's astronomical value is its condition. This 1829 penny has been graded in nearly mint condition, which is practically unheard of for a coin that's almost 200 years old. Collectors place immense value on coins that are well preserved, and this one looks as if it was minted yesterday. So, what's next for this legendary coin? It's currently one of the most valuable coins in the world, and it's often showcased in high-end museums and private collections. But could its value increase even more? Experts believe that as coin collecting continues to grow and more people become aware of its rarity, this penny could potentially be worth even more in the future. Now, here's where you come in. Have you checked your pocket change recently? While it's nearly impossible to find a coin like this, error coins do show up from time to time. You could have a valuable penny sitting in your collection without even knowing it. The 1829 no mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a piece of history, a marvel of minting errors, and a collector's dream. If you're passionate about coin collecting or just curious about the world of rare coins, this penny is proof that even the smallest things can be worth millions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare coins and collectibles. Who knows, you could be the next person to discover a multi-million-dollar coin. This script gives an exciting, informative, and engaging breakdown of the 1829 no mint mark Lincoln penny, emphasizing its rarity, history, and how it became worth a staggering $37 million.